Welcome aboard, everybody. I hope you guys are actually watching on YouTube because it was the fourth bowl game I've had the opportunity. I finally remembered to hit the right intro on the very first try. So, hey, exciting times around here. I am your host. My name is Scott Steen. I'm the lead handicapper at winnersandwhiners.com, and I am joined on this 42-game adventure by my partner. He's the one and only
Scott Reichel, senior handicapper over winnersandwhiners.com.
And together, you may have seen our mugs before. We do a show each and every day, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. A little ditty we call Heading Back to the Window with Scott and Scott as we take a look at our favorite plays of the day, talk about yesterday's action, and interact with our fans. It's a good time. You get to talk to everybody in real time. And, of course, before we get rolling, I want to tell you about an exciting thing that we got going over at Winners and Whiners. We have partnered up with our pals over at Caesars Sportsbook. JB Smoove and Holly Berry stopped by the house today, Scott. Sorry you missed it, bud.
There's Caesars Rewards.
Yeah. That was my Caesars Rewards right there. But they're doing a match play, and they are doing one better than I have ever heard. They are doing up to $1,001 in match play. So what that means in plain English, it means win, lose, or draw. That is a risk-free bet, kids. If you lose it, you get it back. You push. And if you win, of course, you win. So, why are we talking? But this is a great way for new bettors who have not yet tried the app or the website to really get a super deal. So just go to your phone, download the Caesars app, open that bad boy up, follow the directions, or go online. We've got the link in our show box. If you can't find it, it's our regular video that we do. So check out that video, then open up the show box. It's there. But the important part to remember, Scott, whether you're online or using the app, is the promo code is Video Winners, all one word, Video Winners. That will get you set up. That's going to get you that opening bet match. Win, lose, or draw up to $1,001. Got to check the link in the show box to make sure the offer is valid in your state. And, of course, you must be 21 to play. No toddlers, no babies, no children. It's grown-ups here, bud. Possible adult content. So, there you go. Well, Skeeter, we have reached bowl game number 34. 34 down, just 8 to go. And this is our second semifinal game, Scott. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl. When you hear the phrase Capital One, what do you immediately think of, Scott?
A bunch of March Madness commercials involving Charles Barkley.
What's in your wallet?
Yeah.
That's it. What's in your wallet? I think
of holy guacamole, that's a lot of miles.
I find that question intrusive. I don't need you to fucking worry about what's in my wallet. Just don't sweat it, okay? I don't care how old that condom is. Don't worry about it.
You know the only time you ever get asked that question?
When you're getting robbed?
Yes, that is correct. That's the number one answer on the board. That is correct.
What's in your wallet? But I don't care. Just take it.
Yeah.
You ever been robbed here in New York, Scott?
No, I have not.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. Okay, so Georgia, Michigan, Georgia, 7.5-point favorites. Michigan, I believe Michigan is actually the 2 seed in this one, if I'm not mistaken, Scott. They're getting no respect for being the higher seed, I'll tell you. 45.5 is the total. Looking for some defense. So Michigan haven't exactly had a lot of recent bowl success. They have just one bowl win since they took down Tim Tebow in Florida in the 2007 season. They've gone 1-6 in bowl games since then. So for starters, that tells you 13 seasons, they've only made 7 bowls. So that's not ideal. Georgia, on the other hand, very good team, very good bowl team. They won 6 of their last 8. They're 4-2 under Kirby Smart. And this is a Michigan team that almost has to be able to run the football to be successful. Are they going to be able to do that against this tough Georgia defense? I don't know. They've got
at least Corum's healthy again.
They got Corum healthy, and they have Hassan Haskins, a good 1-2 punch. They combined for about 2,200 yards, 31 touchdowns. But again, this is a very, very good Georgia run defense. Can they run the ball enough to have Georgia lay off and give them an opportunity to throw the ball down the field? Because they're not going to be able to run to victory.
Yeah.
They're going to have to make it.
I'm taking Michigan plus the points.
Okay.
I understand.
Right to it.
I'm going right to it because there's really a lot of different areas that you can unpack this game. And you have the coaching situation where neither of these coaches have won many big games during their college football coaching tenure. Harbaugh is having his best season, 12-1, of course, beat Ohio State, beat Iowa in the conference title game. The fact that Iowa was even in the conference title game is hilarious because they weren't very good. But the point is, Michigan is still a very solid team. Georgia was the best team for the entire season, and then Bama kind of exposed them. Not even kind of, Bama just exposed them. So now everyone's selling all of the Georgia stock. But you can talk about the coaches and how I don't exactly want to lay 7.5 with Kirby Smart. That's obvious. I'd rather get points from Harbaugh. On the other hand, you could also talk about how even though Bennett was awful against Bama, McNamara's been okay this season. I'm assuming Bennett's a little bit better. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
It's close,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming that Bennett would be a little bit better.
Yep. I think that's right.
I'm taking the points. I think these teams are closer than a touchdown.
I agree, and I'll tell you what I look at. I look at this Alabama rushing defense, rushing offense rather, which I don't think is as good as Michigan. They certainly don't have a two-headed monster like Corum and Haskins. They averaged 4.4 yards per carry, Scott. They went for 115 yards. That's not a lot, but against Georgia, that's a ton, and that's enough to move the chains and set up the passing attack. Now, do you think the Georgia defensive backfield had a bad day, or do you think they were exposed and they hadn't really faced anybody up until that point? They could throw the ball like Alabama.
Nobody knows. I feel like the point is that Georgia, despite being in the SEC, and the fact that the SEC is 0-4 in bowl games so far, is testament to the fact that Georgia didn't really play anybody for the whole season. You go through the schedule, who did Georgia actually beat? I know they beat a couple of ranked teams. They beat Arkansas earlier in the year. They beat Clemson 10-3, which in hindsight, I don't even know if that's impressive or not. But beat Auburn. They didn't turn out to be that good. Kentucky fell apart down the stretch. And that's basically it. They didn't really beat anybody. So I get that they're 12-1. I understand that they dominated every regular season game. But when the strength of schedule isn't as impressive as it was going into the season, because you have Florida and you have some of these other teams, and it turns out every team fell apart, I do think this team is overrated.
Yeah, it was a horrible division. There was one good division in the SEC and one horrible division, and they were in the horrible division. No
and for other teams, you can talk about with I can't really say a good offense. I mean, Michigan's averaging a bunch of points per game, but I do think that dodging Ole Miss helped the narrative that this defense is all-time great, because a lot of offenses in the SEC really just weren't as good as you wanted them to be.
Yep, absolutely true. That's absolutely the case.
Michigan had to challenge itself. So
Tiburon checking in. Wants to know advice about the game about Clemson. We talked about it on our show real quick. Clemson money line, Scott.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep. We both like Clemson in that spot. As far as the total goes, what do we have there, bud?
I'm leaning under because I think without Hall, they're not going to move the ball.
Yep, I think that's exactly right. So we're both on the we're with Clemson money line under 45. We think that's a good play, Tiburon. As far as this game goes, you and I are in agreement here. We both got Michigan. I've got the under, Scott. I think this is going to be a slog on both sides.
The total is really throwing me for a loop because the under looks like the obvious play. It looks like a classic Big Ten game with Michigan, some other team with a good defense, and they'll just run it up the middle into a wall for the entire game and see what happens. So, do I really want to take an under? Oh, boy. Because Georgia occasionally with Bennett actually airs it out. They're not afraid to take shots.
No.
But can Michigan generate big plays? Oh,
I think they can throw the ball, but I don't think that. I think there's going to be enough stalled out drives. I think they'll have success. I think it's going to be one of those games that's going to be played inside the 30s.
Yeah, you know what? Give me the under.
All right.
I wanted to make a case for the over.
Yep.
I see 23-20.
Yeah.
As a ceiling in this game, I see 23-20.
21-17. I think those are all. Yeah. I think those are all right in the pocket right there. All right, so that's going to do it. We our final one for the day. You and I agree. We like Michigan plus the 7.5. We like the under 45.5. By the way, good to see Brian Trabajo and Tiburon. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Always appreciated. And good to see everybody else. You guys drop your plays in the comment section. I don't always say that, but if you watch our videos, make sure you throw your plays in there. We're just kind of curious to see what you're on, whether you agree or disagree with our plays. Should be a couple of fun games on New Year's Eve. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget, we do this every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, as Scott and I will once again attempt to help you guys in your journey as we all look to head back to the window. Take care, everybody.